back to my show. In today's episode, I'll be talking to you about literary character archetypes. Today we won't be doing an author talk, but we'll be doing a book talk on the very special edition of Rainbow Magic series called Kylie the Carnival Fairy by Daisy Meadows. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin. So first I'll be talking to you about the archetypes. Now what is an archetype? So an archetype is like a type of emotion, character or event, or in our case, a character, because I'm talking to you about character right now, that is notably recurrent across the human experience. The archetype creates like this sense of understanding, allowing like the reader to understand and relate to the character without having to necessarily force themselves to relate. So let me tell you the differences between archetypes, stereotypes, stock characters, and cliches. So stereotype is like an oversimplified notion of characterization, which is like innocent child, because a child can also be not, that is innocent, but like can be evil, it can be that. So a stereotype is that. A cliche is something which is repeated a lot in the literary literary category. So that's called a cliche. It's used a lot, like good versus evil, or talking animals. That's also really common. Now, a stock character is somewhere between an archetype and a stereotype. It's a character who intentionally fits an arrow predictable description, which is like a wise old man, or a you get what I mean. So a wise old man is like normally the mentor in your book. It's kind of like a cliche as well as a stereotype. Now the 12 archetypal characters to use in your writing, there are 12, but I'll only be talking to you about 11. Okay, the hero. The hero is the one who helps everyone, has courage, perseverance, and honor. Their weaknesses, on the other hand, are overconfidence and feeling that they can overconfident in the sense they have the feeling that just because they're courageous and have a lot of perseverance and honor, they can do whatever they want, and they end up harming their own self. An example of a hero would be Harry Potter from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or any of the books from Harry Potter series, or Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman movie. And if there's a book, then yeah, probably the book too. Now, the second one would be the magician. He would be he/she, because it can be anyone. If it's a magician, someone who can achieve their goals through magic. Their strength is omniscience, omnipotence, and discipline. The weaknesses are that they could possibly, if they get their spell wrong or whatever magic they're doing, they could end up spoiling the world. That's a weakness. Now, an example for this archetype would be Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings and Morpheus from the Matrix. And another very famous example would be Darth Vader from Star Wars. Now, the third one would be the outlaw. The outlaw is someone is a rebel and won't follow the rules. Their strengths are independent thinking and owe no favors. Their weaknesses are they're self-involved and potentially tend to do wrong things, or at least not wrong, but they do dangerous, crazy things. Some outlaw archetype examples would be Batman from The Dark Knight, or Han Solo from Star Wars. Um, so the fourth one is the explorer. The explorer is the person who explores, loves to explore. In the name, it's there, so I don't really have to explain this, but I can do it. So, anyways, so the explorer explores each and every place they go. They push their boundaries and explore the unknown. Their strengths are curious, they're very curious, they're driven, motivated by self-improvement. The weaknesses are that they are restless, unreliable, and never satisfied because they are always so curious and wondering what is there. And henceforth, they maybe most of the time they get lost because they're so curious, end up going and stuff, and then getting into trouble. Some examples would be Huckleberry Finn from The Adventure of Huckleberry Finn, Sherlock Holmes from Sherlock Holmes books. You might be knowing many military books, children books that have the explorer archetype characters. So yeah. Now the fifth one, the sage. Now the sage is kind of you would say the mentor. So they're the wise figure with all the answers to all your characters' problems. They're an instant person who gives them feedback. They have the wisdom, experience, and insight. But the weaknesses are they're hesitant to actually join the character who is asking for help into achieving their goal. Some famous sages or mentors would be Albus Dumbledore from Harry Potter and Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars. Now another one, the sixth one would be the innocent. Some character who appears really innocent, often made a child with a stereotypical, as I said earlier. The innocent character has most of their intentions are good, and that's why some people keep their villains innocent so that they don't get the reader can't understand that this is the person who is the criminal or whatever the villain is doing, that because the intentions seem good even though they're actually doing something bad. Now the innocent character's strengths are they are very kind and sincere, whereas the weaknesses are they're very vulnerable and naive and really skilled. That means they can end up going with the wrong person and they can be used really easily, especially if they're just a small kid, because most of the time that's true, but sometimes it's not. Okay. An example of innocent archetype innocent archetype examples would be Tiny Tim from A Christmas Carol and Sio's son from Madame Butterfly. Now, I did say earlier that we'll be discussing 11 archetypes, but I think the ones that I told you so far were the only main ones. So yeah. Now let's move on to the book talk on Kylie the Carnival Fairy by Daisy Meadows. Okay. The best part of summer has lost its sparkle. Jack Frost is at it again. He and his goblins are always causing trouble. This time, they have stolen the 3 magic hats that make Weatherbury's summer carnival so much fun. If Kylie the carnival fairy doesn't get them back soon, the carnival will be ruined. Rachel and Christy can't let that happen. But will they find the hats in time, or will this year's big carnival be a big flop? Find the 3 hats in this Rainbow Magic special edition and help bring back magic to the carnival. If you want to read this book, you will find it on all kinds of places where you find books like Amazon, Kindle, Audible, Target maybe, Walmart, etc. So that's it for today. I hope you all had fun and thank you for listening, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.